Hey, what it do, sports world? It's me again. The Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs, is here, y'all. Where passion meets performance and champions are made. I'm your host, Ray Diggs, bringing you the energy, the insight, and the mindset from across the world of sports. From the locker rooms to the big stage, this is where the real ones talk and legends rise, and the motto stays the same. Winners will always win. The Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs. We are here and we ain't going nowhere. Make sure y'all tune in because we're about to go live now. Peace.
Hey, what it do, sports world, man? Hey, we're going to do a quick podcast real quick on why I think that the future of the NIL is going to be a bigger problem than anybody could ever thought. The only person I can honestly feel like that knew this right here from the beginning was probably Nick Saban, because I think that he got out. That is one of the number one reasons why I think Nick Saban retired. I don't think it had nothing to do with competition. I don't think it had nothing to do with nothing. Think about this, y'all. Nick Saban retired with almost 300 wins. If Nick Saban would have coached one more year, he would have reached 300 wins. This man did not care about 300 wins. He got out because he knew the NIL was coming. Because this is what he said. A player came in and they asked Nick Saban, the GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend, how much was he going to pay him to come play for him? Do you all know a legend, a player asking a legend, how much is he going to pay them to come play for him? When as a legend, I'm thinking you should be happy to even come play for me, being that who I am, a 7-time national champion, a coach that has won 6 national championships at one school, who has dominated college football over the last 20 years, 15 to 20 years, and you're asking me, how much am I going to pay you? Nick Saban saw the writing on the wall, so he got out, and I don't blame him, because college football right now is in a bad place. And until they understand that it is in a bad place, the NCAA get their heads out of the butts and start putting some restrictions on these NIL, it's going to get even worse. It's reports coming out of Ole Miss that Ole Miss has 2 players that's in the that enter the transfer portal after finding out that players that was transferring in that was making more money than them, which is their top defensive end and their top linebacker, into the transfer portal just yesterday and day before yesterday, because they found out that a quarterback, which I think it was Deuce Knight, was making more money than them, and they was already on the team under a contract. Now, it's reports coming out that Lane Kiffin is the one who leaked this information, which I can believe that. And I know LSU fans are gonna they got their heads up their butts as well. LSU fans, they think that Lane Kiffin, why would Lane Kiffin do that? Because that's who Lane Kiffin is. Y'all are gonna find out y'all are gonna really find out who Lane Kiffin really is. If you ain't been following Lane Kiffin for years, you wouldn't know. I honestly believe 100% that Lane Kiffin leaked this information to try to steal players from Ole Miss and get them to come to LSU. I honestly believe that. 100% cold-hearted believe that Lane Kiffin possibly leaked this information to the media for these players to enter the transfer portal and for them to pretty much for them to ban. I don't know why people come on YouTube and just to do dumb shit, man. That shit is so annoying, bro. Like, God, oh my God. So yeah, for players to go into the transfer portal, so you at LSU can steal their players. It's crazy, man. It's sad. It's honestly sad that a person would do that. You know, it's sad that you would go to that, you would stoop that low just because you did wrong, just because you left them hot and dry. But that's Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin, if y'all don't remember, Lane Kiffin up and left Tennessee hot and dry overnight and went to USC, and which he went to USC and he was terrible, and then they ended up firing him. And then guess what? They ended up firing him when he went. Lane Kiffin has been one of the worst person Not saying coaches, but one of the worst one of the worst people in college football as a head coach. Hey, how you doing, bro? So if he's doing this, it won't surprise me. I don't know why LSU fans are so surprised when people say that they feel like Lane Kiffin is the one that's leaking these contracts. Think about it. Why wouldn't he do that? To steal a linebacker and to steal a defensive end. Of course he's going to do that. Now, if these two players go and they sign with LSU, the writing is on the wall. I don't want to hear nothing else. This guy right here will stoop even lower than I imagine to steal players. But that's who Lane Kiffin is. I don't know why y'all so surprised. This is what this dude do. He does this. And watch you see what I tell you. It won't surprise me if he don't have the level of success that he thinks he should have within the next 3 years. He'll be looking to get up out of LSU as well, or they're going to run him out of LSU. It's going to be one of the two. But me knowing Lane Kiffin, if he has success, I think that he'll be looking to go to the next high-paying job, which is probably going to be in the NFL, which I don't think he's going to be successful in the NFL. And I think Nick Saban will tell him, listen, stay in college. You are not an NFL coach. Because the thing about the NFL is you cannot manipulate the system. You can't manipulate adults. See, these kids, you can do that. You can link contracts and get them to jump into the transfer portal so you can reach out there to steal them. But see, in the NFL, it's a free agency. You ain't going to get it. It ain't no year-by-year thing. And that's the thing with NIL. I think that they need to put a cap on it. I don't think players should be making $2.5 million per year. I think that if you're going to make $2.5 million, it should be $2.5 million over 2-3 years. You shouldn't have to renegotiate a contract after every season. So basically, these teams are trying to keep their players after every season. And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of these big coaches, it's gonna become fatigue for them. Watch what I tell you. It's gonna start weighing down on them that every single year they have to recruit to keep their own players. And I think that honestly, a lot of these coaches in college, they're gonna start going to the NFL. So why not go to the NFL? If you're gonna deal with this, you might as well go to the highest level and deal with it. And I think that's the thing that a lot of people is missing. If I'm gonna deal with this contract things every year, hell, I might as well go to the NFL and deal with it when it comes to the highest. At least I'm dealing with it at the highest level. I'm still dealing with kids. Like I'm still dealing, not saying kids, but young adults, you know, and I'm not dealing with real agents. I'm dealing with your parents. I'm dealing with your parents that don't have a lot of parents don't even know how to manage $100. And you think they know how to manage 100,000? You think they know how to manage 2.5 million? So of course I don't want to deal. I'd rather deal with this guy over here, this guy that's a certified agent. And I'm not saying you got to be certified. I'm not saying that you need to go to college, but you need to have some level of expertise of how to manage a contract. So I would rather go over here to the NFL and deal with it over here than having to deal with it at the college level. And I'm dealing with nothing but parents every year. That's just my opinion. And I think that's right here what a lot of coaches is going to look at. You know, they're going to look at every single year, I got to deal with this. And a lot of coaches are going to deal with it because the money that they're making. A lot of coaches making 10, 11, 12 million dollars a year. So of course they're going to deal with it. But if you're a coach that's at the lower level, like, man, if I got a chance to go here and make this type of money, and then you got to think about it. It's basically, if they don't put a cap on it, it's going to go to the highest bidders, which is going to be the Texas teams. You got a couple teams, you know, around the college football that can possibly, you know, put money out there. You know, you got the Ohio States, you got Indiana. They got a big backing of donations. They got Oregon. They have a big field night in Nike. So you have a lot. You have a lot, honestly. When I look at this right here, you have a lot. You know, it's only a few teams, maybe 10 teams that honestly have the NIL backing that, you know, that the team, you know, that can continue to pretty much get together a really good roster every season. A lot of schools can't do that. So I just think that right now, NIL, it's going to be even, if they don't put a cap on it, it's going to be even a bigger problem. And like I said, what's going on at Ole Miss is showing us that it's going to become an issue when it comes to teammates. Because if you jumping in the transfer portal because a teammate is making more money than you, that is the problem. That is a problem. Honestly, I wouldn't even want a player like that on my team. I wouldn't want a player like that on my team. The reason why is because you're here for the wrong reasons. You don't want to win. You're here for basically money. And I think that honestly, we're in a bad place when it comes to college football. If they're going to have to find something, they're going to have to do something when it comes down to these NILs. They're going to have to do something when it comes to the transfer portals and the calendar. They're going to have to do something when it comes to all of this in college football. College football right now is in a bad place. And if they do not fix it, it's going to get even worse. But hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. What y'all think about college football right now? Is it in a good place? Is it in a bad place? Is that why Nick Saban walked away? I think it is. But y'all let me know what y'all think about y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this segment. Let me know what y'all think about this topic. Until next time, man, y'all have a great, great, great Friday. Be safe out there. Like I always say, don't do drugs. Don't drink and drive. Don't do none of the crazy things. Just go out there, enjoy life. And just enjoy your freedom. Hey, until next time, man, y'all have a great, great, great Friday, man. Let's be great today, people. Peace.
Mr. Diggs, we're on in 5. Vegas can't be choosers, but grandma chose Trace. She raised me on scraps.